So there's this saying, energy flows where attention goes. And what that really means is that whatever we're putting our attention on, that's where all the energy is going to. And this is a really valuable statement because so often we put our attention on the things that we don't want. So let me explain it like this. If I say to you, don't think about a purple elephant, what do you think about? A purple elephant, right? Yes. So if I then say to you, think about a pink giraffe in a green tutu, then you're thinking about a pink giraffe in a green tutu, and what are you not thinking about? The purple elephant, or anything else, really. And so this is really about thinking about and moving toward what we want, as opposed to what we don't want. So if you think all day, oh, I don't want to feel bad anymore. I don't want this pain anymore. I don't want to feel broke. I don't want to feel overweight. I don't want to, all these things that we don't want and we put so much focus on, it's like we keep moving toward those things. And the trick is to think about and move toward and talk about the things that we do want. So really, now it's valuable to know what we don't want. It is. It's valuable to know how we don't want to feel. It's valuable to know what we don't want in our lives. But really the trick is when you hear yourself say a negative in your head, turn it around. So the next time, every time that you hear yourself say, oh, I don't want, or I hate, or I, right? Say, oh, that's my cue. And ask yourself this question, what do I want? What do I want? It's a really funny exercise to do because it has this subtle, really profound shift in moving us toward complaining and toward really concentrating on the negative to really concentrating on what we want, on the positive, on how we want to feel. Now, this doesn't mean to deny the negative. And this is a part where, positive psychology and a lot of this stuff I think can get kind of mixed up. Really, you want to infuse some mindfulness into our positive psychology. And so I was thinking about this analogy the other day. Let me know if you like it or you think it's funny. But it's kind of like being at a party, and at the party is someone that you don't like, right? Someone who triggers you, someone that always bugs you, someone that you don't like. They're at the party. And there they are. You're in the same room with a lot of other people. What are you going to do? Are you going to just pretend they're not there? You're going to just totally go on and pretend, oh, that person's not there, or that, it's like saying that feeling's not there, but they are there. Everybody knows they're there. Everybody knows there's something weird going on. We can pretend all we want that we're fine, or that we don't have a negative feeling, or we don't feel badly, but everybody knows. You're not fooling anybody. That person's in the room. It's better, I think, to acknowledge them. You can even say hello. Hey, how you doing? Yeah. Now, you don't want to spend the whole party talking to them. You don't like them. And you don't want to spend the whole party talking about them either, right? Because that's kind of the same, if not worse. You want to acknowledge that they're there, say, yeah, that's the person that makes me uncomfortable. Okay. But then you want to go talk to the people that you like. You want to go do things that you like. You want to go dance, right? So it's not about denying the bad. It's actually good to acknowledge the bad. It makes everybody a lot more comfortable. But then you want to concentrate, you want to move toward and spend your time with the things that you really like to do, the things that make you happy, the people that make you happy. And then that's where you're moving to. The negative is there. We're human. We have fears and we have pain and we have old traumas that we're not over yet. But that doesn't mean that there's not a lot of there's not this great party going on that we could really have fun with. So a few years ago, I put my boys in roller skates when they were really little. And you know, what do kids do when they're in roller skates? So, you know, you kind of strap them in, right? And you stand them up, and then what do? They look down at the roller skates, right? And where do they go? Down. And I said, no, kids, you have to look where you want to go and move your feet. So if you want to go over to the car, you have to look at the car and move your feet. And then eventually you'll wind up at the car. You might fall on the way. You might, you know, go off the path. It might not be a straight line. But eventually, if you keep looking at that car and moving your feet, that's where you're going to go. And it's the same in our life. We need to be looking at what we want, looking at where we want to go. And then that's where we'll get there. If we look at what we don't want, if we keep looking at where we don't want to go, then we're much more likely to get there. So, the next time that you hear yourself say, I hate, or I don't like, or I don't want, turn it around. What do I want? What do you want? Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly hope that you have a wonderful day. This is Beth Sabo Novik. Thank you.